control.
Okay, we are getting dangerously close to being knockoffs of Paula Abdul and Simon Cowell. Let's bring in Armon Wiggins. He has been in that courtroom every day watching this trial. He is a huge YouTube star who has been chronicling everything he has seen and heard with a big audience. And it's a different audience from this one. And getting that perspective, I think, is incredibly useful. So, Armon, welcome.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be here. It's an honor. So I appreciate you guys sharing the platform with me.
Armon, you have a different perspective of this. I mean, you're talking to a huge YouTube audience. It's a different audience. Dying to know how you have absorbed this trial.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Up until this week, because I'm in the middle. I don't hate Diddy, but I'm not for Diddy in that way either. So I'm here for what the evidence proves and what's right. And up until this point, I felt like the defense really could have taken it. But it was Capricorn Clark for me in her testimony. And I think that what we're missing, and I wish Ray J was still here, they are saying the same story. Everyone, even from Cassie to the assistants to Capricorn, yes, they may have went back. Yes, she may have wanted her job. But the underlining tone of it all is, yeah, we like Diddy. We respected Diddy, but he was a monster. And he always made each and every one of us do something against our will, whether it been Cassie, whether it be the assistant, whether it been Capricorn. And I think Capricorn arguably had the best testimony out of Cassie, out of everyone there. Okay. And so for me, I think when we say, well, Capricorn wanted her job back, I think it's important to note that this woman is a single mother. Her son has autism. She doesn't have her mother or her father, which means they don't have grandparents. She's got this high profile job. Diddy is running the industry at this time. And now how do you go from being an executive at Bad Boy to Target? You just don't. You develop a certain lifestyle, you develop connections. All she wanted was her job back. So I think she was at a point to where, you know what, I would even deal with this mess because I need to eat for my family. It's not about me loving Diddy or wanting to be with him. I'm going to say what I have to say to get the money. We can't act like Diddy doesn't provide a lifestyle for all of these people. These people don't necessarily want to deal with it, but they need some of the fruits that their labor, that working for him provides. So I can see through that, and I feel like the jury can see through that. Now, the defense is really great at causing doubt within witnesses over small, minute things like the glove. That was a good move. Like, oh, well, you didn't test the glove. Well, I can see them grasping for straws on that, but that was Kid Cudi's glove. You know what I mean? And so for me, and I think another thing that was interesting was Deontay Nash. He was a powerful witness in a different way. He came in sassy, very colorful. But to Brian's point, the jury, they never broke their face until he got on the stand. Okay, so he was able to make them laugh. He was able to get interactions. And I was able to see some of the women when he would talk about how, you know, he was Cassie's friend and he was very matter of fact. And when him and defense attorney Xavier Damson go back and forth, which, by the way, I think Damson is the worst attorney on this trial. I mean, he gets flustered, he messes up. I mean, I don't know where Diddy found him, because he can single-handedly throw this case for them, because Deontay was giving it to him, okay? And the jury was so engulfed in his story, which is very important because it keeps that relatability. You want him to win. Deontay made you feel like, you know what? That's a homeboy standing up for his homegirl. And he might get a little ratchet. He might talk a little bit out of bounds, but I know he's not lying. You know, his rawness communicated, you know, honesty. Like, he has no reason to sit up here and lie. That's the way it came across to me. There was a particular conversation that they were talking about that Damson tried to bring up about Cassie being on vacation with Diddy, and kind of alluding to the fact that, you know, she's still on vacation with Diddy. She doesn't have any scars on her face, and she didn't tell you everything. And he was like, you know, well, she doesn't have to tell me everything. And it was about, you know, Cassie basically saying, yeah, I'm always out of town because I go through so much stuff. Now, there was a little piece of that text message that they didn't read. At the end of it, there was a Nene Leakes meme that said, bloop, right? And so the jury was able to see that bloop. Now, there was two jurors that read the end, and they looked at each other and they said, bloop. So what that tells me in my language is, clock it. So whatever they tried to do, improve, they didn't really prove it, because it was like, yeah, girl, you do deserve that because he did put you through all that. So at best, take that trip to Mexico and spend his money. I'm with you. That's how
I
I
think
took
Armon
it.
Wiggins should do the summation. Honestly, Armon Wiggins, you should do the summation for the prosecution. I am absolutely engrossed by everything you're saying.
Or the defense. I was sitting here thinking he should do for the defense. Quite frankly, I mean.
Welcome to Your Story. It's made up of